Namaste all. Hi. Today I am starting with the receptive points of general knowledge. But I stopped yesterday and I am not wishing to continue with that. I am now going on to say about the rest three pillars, those of social interaction, freedom to speak, and of course the way to culture, and what must be a social interaction, and what must be a mode of social interaction. To reach there, you have to understand the society first. What is the society? In a society, we have our families, parents, brothers, sisters, and also our just mates called friends, anything else, girlfriends, boyfriends, relatives, uncle, auntie. So if all get together, only then it's called a society. And how to behave your behavior, that should be taught by an education. And I am saying that to work on you, until you get worked on completely, the education will going on. So education is an unstoppable process in your life, anybody's life, because until you breathe, you are a student. So that social interaction is a great pillar, rather a great aspect of education, a great sector, I will say, of education. Now we lose that. You can see, you can check social media, any other kind of media. What you are seeing today, nothing else. Misbehavior with ladies by men, misbehavior with men by ladies. Both sides are responsible for that, because they cannot recognize each other mutually. Recognition is the best way to interact with society. How would you recognize others? As I said, you have parents, you have friends, you have boyfriend, you have girlfriend, you have aunties, uncles, teachers, masters, friends, philosophers, mentors. You will say, please discriminate. I won't say the word discrimination on that. It's not a discrimination, but a highest level of recognition. So that I said you to behave your approach. That's why by recognizing them, you will be a good man, good person. You will get work done very well. I am not here to say something. Social interaction is nowadays very bad. I won't say, because our children, our youth, now is more better than my generation to behave. Humble and simple. That's the way to behave. Humble and simple. The way are the ways to go forward for a children, for a student. When you see elder people, you must respect them at least. I won't say to get up and say them and bow before them or prostrate before them. I won't say so, because this generation won't agree with all that. At least to respect. In this social interaction, there could be respect, protect, behave, all kind of things will be included. You should respect somebody, you should protect somebody, and you should teach somebody, but should be in a humble and simple way, humble and simple method, I will say. In Manusmriti, the first written text as considered in Indian culture, Manu Smriti. Swayambhuva Manu was the writer, and he was the first son, because I will say our great grandpa. He was the first person, first human being in this globe. He wrote a text that for shaping the society. To working on the society. In that he said that, you may know that famous slogan, पिता रक्षति कौमारे पति रक्षति यौवने पुत्रो रक्षति वार्धक्ये न स्त्री स्वातंत्र्यमर्हति. In your teenage, parents should take care of you. The girls, in their youth, their husband must take care of her. In her old age, the children must take care of her. This is about how to regard a woman in our society. But I will apply this to all, because it's a great education. There is a great element of education in that slogan. That is the shaping on, working on. That is the shaping mode of a society. Simple, humble, respect, protect, and take care. These kind of things automatically are there. But unfortunately, they are not getting done nowadays. As I said, girls got getting persecuted in office, in theater, in streets. Also men also being neglected by certain women. This is also not good. We don't have to only take a one side discriminated decision, discriminated looking on. So both sides, if there is a man, there is a woman. If there is a woman, there is a man. That is the perfection. Social interaction must be considered as to behave your behavior, to shape yourself, then interact with anybody and everybody with respect, full of affection, full of consideration, full of regard. That is the duty of a man, a woman. The education's second pillar is social interaction. I am not going to broaden that because that will take time. Many instances before me to explain it to you, but I am not ready to. Once at Haryana, if I rightly remember, in a bus, 2014 or 2015, I don't know the exact time. In a bus, a boy got attacked by belts by two girls, and the bravery award had declared to those girls for the defending mode from an attack from a boy, a youth, not a boy. After some days, police got a PIL, a litigation, and that was signed by approximately about 250 people. Regarding this case, please reinvestigate. Those girls are not good, and the boy was very decent about that. The respective villages know him. So they requested police to reinvestigate. Please have a re-look into matter. Police investigated, assembled everybody, and then a woman said there, these girls handed over their mobile and asked her to take a video whatever they're doing. So she took that video. She was very innocent. So take this matter under your consideration as how to the girls behaving with youth. So bravery award got rejected, receded. So social interaction is only towards not only towards one side, but both ways. A man should behave very respectively, simply, humbly to womankind, in the vice versa also. So many instances how we got down as a good person. So the education makes, at some extent, somehow, our children falsely proud. They are being very arrogant sometimes. Even not ready to obey their parents, respective parents, and they disobey rather, and disrespect also even trash them. We can see all these, and we are saying they are not educated. In the well-educated society, even we can see such incidents happening. Social interaction has a good thing for a personality. But if our education system is going through this manner, the power of social interaction will get down for a student, because that kind is happening. What we see in Delhi, especially at JNU, what kind of social interaction there? Are they respecting their teachers? Are they respecting at least their nation? All they are students? Are they all students? No. And what happening? So education's a disastrous phase we can see at JNU or Aligarh or somewhere else. It's only because of a political ideology. To break India, to divide India, to make India into pieces. They were sloganeering now. So that must be stopped. That's not the kind of, that's an not at all an imitatable social interaction mode and rejectable social interaction mode. This is not the way to behave with your, at least your surrounding human beings. Social interaction, I am not talking much more. In Kerala, there was an incident at a college. The students did the principal's symbolic funeral, burial. What a pathetic, pitiable thing. So this is the way to behave. And you don't have to have any personal differences with any. So don't take anything personal. Personally, all are good beings. We must regard others also like ourselves. And ultimately, all are a part of a great soul. That is the recognition I was saying. And comes to third pillar. That's also a dangerous, very dangerous one, very misunderstood one. That of freedom to speak, liberty to speak, or liberty to think, I will say. Yeah, of course, anybody has freedom or liberty in a democratic world to think by their way, in their way. But must be socially interactive and morally good. Now what happening? What are children doing? Taking drugs, getting addicted, and floating on the streets. Taking alcohol, beating even mother and father. Yeah, well-educated society. We can see it when well-educated society. So if education cannot help it, absorb it, how we can say it's an education? Even teachers misbehave with students. That's also happening. Then take a flag and sloganeering doctrines that of expressing freedom of expression, freedom to speak. It must not be an unleashed freedom called like a freedom to speak. So freedom to speak is there. Freedom to think is there. You may be a great theist, but your son or daughter could be a great atheist. It's not your mistake, not their mistake. Their freedom to think. So after some days, they will get transformed. How we can say no? So we don't have to intervene or interact or correct, rectify them, because you need them falling in your way. That will not happen. There, the freedom of expression get broken. Don't think so. Don't do so. Everybody having the liberty to freedom. But I am here speaking how to use this freedom. I wish to speak. How to use your freedom? Is it abusing somebody? Is it by abusing somebody? Is it by scolding somebody? Is it by deriding somebody? Is it by demoralizing somebody? How it will be defined? The freedom to talk? Is it to ostracize somebody? Everybody saying, I have my freedom. This is my right. Don't have the others a right? They have their rights. We must consider that too. So a one-sided freedom also cannot be justified. The freedom of speech must be in a moral way, in a humble way, in a simple way. You must express that. You must have difference here. That's the education means. Otherwise that will be parroting. You must have differences. But how to express your differences? Don't impose anybody. Don't work upon anybody's mind. That's not the way to express your freedom. Freedom to speak in a behaving manner, like I said earlier. There is a way to speak with mother, as a way to speak with your girlfriend, your mentor, your master, your teacher, your doctor, your advocate, so-called anything, anybody. So you should have different manner. To recognize them is the education. So education's third pillar is freedom of expression, freedom to speak. And you don't have to be calm. You must express, but in a simple manner. Don't ostracize, don't abuse, don't scold anybody, especially in a public platform, in a public situation. That's a great insult to others whom you will speak. They have also their rights. So their right must protect them or will protect them. We must keep that in mind. So children have to learn to respect others. That is the freedom of speech. Then present your things, your matters, your concerns, your words, your thoughts. Nobody will stop you. Nobody will reject you. Nobody will go without hearing you. Then you will be respected. Yet you may be in an opposite side, in a negative side, but the respect will be given by others, because by your soft manner of interaction. So you must be careful to express your way. There is a social system in this globe, in this life. We must keep that social system. In today's language, social distance. So respecting don't mean by any actions like getting up, bow before. If it's in your mind, it will be automatically expressed by your words. That's the respect term I mean. Social interaction, and third pillar, freedom to speak. And that automatically comes to a culture. Culture means a character. This is correlated, coexisting. That's why I said those as pillars. 4 pillars. By general knowledge, you must recognize the society. Then you have to work on yourself. Then speak with others, social interaction. By the social interaction, you must understand the surroundings, and any persons are respectable in this world because they are also souls. You will understand that. Then the freedom to speak will be used in a good manner. When you start to speak very politely with others will respect you. So you get cultured, the way to culture. And that could be a start of a new era, I will say. A new culture may be starting from you. That's the personality, that's education. Give you the education has given to you that grace. The power to get cultured yourself. By these 3 pillars, you get to cultured. The way to culture. Not to yourself only. To whomever with you speak, you interact. They all get transformed. That is the character. When you speak with Ramana Maharshi, when you speak with Satya Sai Baba, when you speak with Shri Shri Ravi Shankar or Sadhguruji, you will get into their way. That's the greatness. That's the way to culture. And education must be used that way. So that those four pillars. Don't forget general knowledge, by that social interaction, with that the freedom to speak, and by that we make the way to culture or get cultured, and that becomes your culture. Then the world start to respect you. That's all the education meant. For today I am stopping here. See you tomorrow. By saying always, watch full video and subscribe and share and like. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. Good day. Jai Shri Krishna.